5 years ago today, another day that Delaware, and all of Delmarva for that matter, was shaken to its core. The day Delaware State Police Corporal Stephen Ballard was shot and killed while investigating a suspicious vehicle in Bear, Delaware.
Corporal Ballard had served with DSP for 8.5 years. Corporal Ballard is survived by his wife, daughter, and parents.
And we had the honor of chatting with Corporal Ballard's widow just a few years ago. Today we're going to bring you that interview again as a way to honor this fallen hero.
We are honored to have with us today Corporal Ballard's widow, Louise Cummings, who joins us via Zoom.
And volunteer event director for Tunnel to Towers Delmarva, Brian Brubaker, is also with us this afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So Louise, it's been 4 years and we know it doesn't get any easier. How are you holding up?
You're right. It doesn't get easier. I think a big myth is a lot of people say, you know, with time it gets easier, time heals all wounds. And to be honest, with time, life keeps going on. So it makes it harder because you have all of these moments, you know, that you have planned or things that you want to do. And now it's an adjustment, you know, from the physical death to actually learning how to live without that person with you every day.
Now, for those of us who have never had the pleasure of meeting Corporal Ballard, can you tell us a little bit about him? What was he like?
Sure. He had a huge smile. That's how everybody remembers him. A big, infectious smile. He was 6'4", so he was very big stature, but I always say sort of like a gentle giant. I was actually just looking at some videos from my wedding the other day, and it was just so cute seeing him like swinging with my daughter and playing with her. And I mean, he was so full of life, and that's why it was very difficult to not have him here anymore. I mean, he was just so full of life all the time, always laughing, always trying to make the best of every situation. And everybody that I've come in contact with since then has a tremendous story about how he really touched them and how great of a person he was.
Wow. Now, we mentioned that outside support is important in situations like this. Did you experience that?
Definitely. I love being in Delaware. I love the support that the entire state gave to my family and to each other, to be quite honest. This was very difficult, of course, for my family, but just the community in general. I mean, Stephen went to schools and he worked with kids and, you know, of course, with the state police and all of his coworkers, the Noble organization that he was a part of. He touched so many people. And so knowing that everybody was not only supporting our family, but supporting and helping each other through this tough time was great for me.
Now, Brian, and that's what Tunnel for Towers Foundation does. Explain what it is.
So the Tunnel to Towers Foundation was actually formed after the attacks of 9/11. And it's hard to believe it's 20 years. In just a couple days, that's 20 years. So what we do is we assist the families of fallen first responders like Corporal Ballard. We have a smart home program for our nation's most catastrophically injured service members. And then we also have a Gold Star Family program that also, again, assists families of those lost in the military in the line of duty.
How has Tunnel to Towers helped you over the past few years?
Well, the relationship started this year when I received a call from the Delaware State Troopers Association, and they said that they had been working with Tunnel to Towers over the last year, and they had learned more about Stephen and his death, and that they had a mortgage assistance program. And so they gave me the information and told me to fill it out. So, you know, I filled out the information. Everybody that I spoke to during this process was just amazing, just caring, kind-hearted people that truly are just genuine and want to help. And I remember it was March 3rd, because when we were on the call, they said, March 3rd is a date you'll never forget. We're going to pay off your mortgage. And I remember I was sitting in the car and I just started crying. I couldn't even believe it. Because I think, as you said before, having the community there, and we had such strong support for 4 years. And most of the support, as most people know, usually comes in the first year, you know, maybe 2. But to have an organization like Tunnel to Towers 4 years later honor our family and honor Stephen's sacrifice, it really touched my heart.